everyone. This is VC Girls.
Girls.
Today we're going to be talking about goal setting and New Year's resolutions. And with this being the month of January, I think it's important that we set some goals for this year, this coming year, 2021. 2020 was very hard for everyone. 2020 was challenging. It was a lot of things. But we don't want to focus on 2020. We want to focus on 2021, the new year, and accomplishing more goals. Today, I guess we'll start off with trying to figure out what exactly we want to do this year individually, and then create SMART goals. I don't know if you guys know what SMART goals are, but SMART is an acronym. Do you want to outline what SMART is?
What is SMART?
Sure. So I literally just learned this yesterday for Go, but they said SMART is S is specific, so be detailed in what you want to do in a goal. M is measurable. Think of like a certain something that is like in a certain amount of time, something like that. And A is like attainable, and R is relevant, and T is time bound.
Right, so we're going to outline maybe one goal of ours that we want to accomplish for this year using the SMART goal template. Does anyone want to start with a goal they have in mind that they want to accomplish this year?
I've been trying to, from what I kind of just started recently, only just like 2 weeks ago or something, it's more like 3 times a week. I didn't really set a time, but I was thinking about it yesterday when we were talking about this SMART goals. Maybe 30 to 45 minutes I can do some kind of exercise or eventually end up going outside and running. But yeah, I just did that because I just want to be more physically fit. Doesn't mean I have to have like a nice lean body, but I just want to feel like I am actually feeling healthy in a sense, but physically. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm trying to pull up. I have so many goals, guys. I'm trying to pull up my my goal list for this year. And right now, my biggest goal is saving up to get a car by my birthday. So I have a good long ways to go to save up to get a car. So that's one thing that I want to achieve this year. What about you, Akane?
So actually, when the new year started, my family kind of gathered together and we all talked. My sister actually mentioned like if we all write like however many like a list of what we want to accomplish or develop ourselves, and we ultimately just did 3, but my sister probably did a lot more. So what we did was what we want to actually accomplish this year. So for me, my goal is I did 3. One is to obviously lose weight. The second is to think about more and getting the process of the blessing. And the third one is to love myself. There we go.
Yes, that was actually self-love. That was a resolution that I had 2 years ago. And I outlined specifically what areas more do I want to show more love to myself. And that actually helped me overcome my depression. I was really sad at that time. I wasn't happy at all. And I wasn't happy with how things were going in my life. And I made the resolution, I made the goal to start loving myself, start investing more in myself. and that really helped me. And now it's hard for me to go back to that like place of depression. Like it's really hard for me to get sad, um, or as sad as I used to get. So yeah, that's a great goal to have. And the blessing, yes.
Yes.
Me too. That is a goal of mine. But for the sake of this video, we're just gonna focus on. I'm just gonna focus on one, and I chose the car, saving up to get a car. I'm gonna run down or go over again what SMART is. So specific, meaning being very detailed, asking who, what, when, where, and which. Like determine like any obstacles or requirements that you need or to go through. That's specific. What metrics are you going to use to determine if you meet your goal? And then yes, achievable. Can you actually achieve that goal? It's important to keep in mind that it's something that you can do. Like for instance, if you say I'm going to achieve world peace in 2021, it's like, you're not the only person, right? So that is it achievable? Relevant. Relevant refers to focusing on something that makes sense uh, within the broader goals of you. um, for example, like if you wanted to launch a new product, it would be something that is in alignment with your overall business objectives, for example. That's just an example. Is it relevant? And then time bound. When do you think you'll be able to accomplish this goal? When do you think, or do you have a specific target date? That is what the T means in SMART. So, does anyone want to go first with analyzing their goal using the SMART method?
Dang. That's a lot to remember because I just like to keep it simple. It's like just this year, let's accomplish
Right.
some things.
Yeah, well, the thing is, the reason why the SMART method works is because all of that is supposed to be compiled into like one or two sentences. So using specific, measurable, achievable, relevance, and time bound, you're supposed to like sort of write your goal in one or two sentences.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So we decided to show you guys how we're writing our goals using the SMART method. So we're going to start it with S, which stands for specific.
What do you want to accomplish?
Okay, so I want to get a car. I want to save up. That's what it is. I want to save up enough money to buy a car.
Who needs to be included?
Ooh. My parents, maybe? My parents and my bank account.
When do you want to do this?
I want to do this by my birthday.
Why is this a goal?
Because as I'm getting older, I'm realizing that I need to be even more independent, and having a car will help me do that.
Okie dokie. For M, measurable. How can you measure progress and know if you've successfully met your goal?
So, okay, I have a savings tracker that I recently created, and I get paid weekly. So I'm able to track how much I'm saving each week, which is really helpful for me. So I have a savings tracker and a goal amount of how much I want to save each week.
A is achievable.
Oh, that's it? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
just one question. And the question is, do you have the skills required to achieve the goal?
Yes. Do I have the skills? Well, when it comes to saving a car, you need to be disciplined. And I've had, enough time to learn what discipline is and how that looks like, especially with school. Um, so yes, I do think I have the skills.
The second question is like, if not, can you obtain them? So if someone who doesn't think they have the skills.
Oh, right. So, okay, let's say I didn't have good discipline with money, or I didn't have the job or the means to actually save to get a car, right? In that case, then the answer would be no. So then one thing that I would try to do is to find a job. And then if that's not possible, then maybe this would have to be a more long-term goal. Because for me personally, this is a short-term goal. I can definitely do this within this year. But for others, this may be something that may happen in 2, 3, 4 years. So if it's not achievable right now or in the short term, then your answer would be no. And so the first thing would do to be find a job or find other ways to invest whatever amount of money you get. Investing is a great tool for building wealth. So I would encourage those to learn what it is, what investing is, what that looks like. There's so many videos online, there's so many articles. You can start investing at literally any age, so it's never too late. But I would find other ways to invest so that by the time you're ready to get a car or even get a house, maybe you would have some money saved up in an account. Or even if you wanted to pay off your college loans or student loans, this is a great way to save up for that. So even if you get $1, there are some, I'm not using the right terms, but there are some stocks and bonds that are literally like $5 for one stock or $7 or $10 for a stock. And that grows over time. So definitely find other ways to invest. Yeah.
So it's literally every penny counts.
Yes, every penny really does count. So find a job, find a way to invest, or maybe even ask your parents to lend you a loan. I personally don't feel comfortable doing that because I feel like they've given me so much already. But if you have a different sort of relationship with your parents, then maybe you can even ask parents for help. Maybe they can help pay the down payment, and then afterwards you make the monthly recurring payments, right? So that's another thing you could do. Okay, let's move on to R.
Oh, there's more questions for A.
Okay, never mind.
What is the motivation for this goal?
For me, independence, because I currently use my parents' car to go to work. And if I want to take more time to work, I have to arrange that with my mom specifically, because she uses the car as well to go to work. So in order to avoid having that conflict anymore, I want to have my own car so that I can have more freedom to use my time and what I do with my time. Yeah, independence. That's really why.
And the last one is the amount of effort required on par with what the goal will achieve?
Yes. I'm working, I'm earning an income, and I'm able to save. So that is on par with being able to eventually buy a car. Yeah.
Nice. And on to R, which is relevant. There's two questions. One is, why am I setting this goal now?
Oh, well, before that, I did not have a job. Plus, I was in college in a different state, and I didn't need I really didn't need a car then. So now, wait, what was the question again? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no problem. Why am I setting this goal now?
Oh, so now that I'm working and I'm able to spend more time doing that, I need a car. I need a car to go places. I need a car to go even buy groceries, like for my family, even though I use my parents' car for that. But, it's really just having the freedom to move around when I most need it.
And the second question is it aligned with overall objectives?
If overall objectives means what my other goals for this year, then yes. Last but not least,
T, time bound. What's the deadline and is it realistic?
so deadline is June. I don't want to give too many details about myself, but the deadline is June. So yes, with my income that I'm bringing in, I'm able to get this done by June. Now,
It's time to blend it all in.
exactly. So how am I going to write this all in like one or two sentences? I want to get a car by June through saving up using a savings tracker, which would help me become more disciplined. No, which will help me become more independent. That's what I should say. Okay. And this is my SMART goal. Thank you guys for watching our video on goal setting, on setting SMART goals. Hopefully this can help you guys to create more goals for this year. It's really important to set goals just so that we have something to look forward to. And I think it'll help us keep positive throughout the year, even though so many things are happening right now. So thank you for watching.
Comment down below what your new goals are.
And like and subscribe to our channel.
Thank you for watching BC Girls, creating a better version of yourself. Bye!
Bye!